Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be running a different version of the trial chamber. With the release of Minecraft 1.21, we released a mod. This mod expands upon Minecraft 1.21, and the main feature it adds is a new version of the trial chamber. This is called the ominous trial chamber. It's made up of some ominous slate and then also some titanium. Now it works pretty much like the normal trial chamber, but the mobs here are a lot more tankier. They spawn with netherite armor, and today we're going to see if we can beat it. We have diamond armor with protection and mending. The reason it has mending is just so it repairs as I kill the mobs. And then we have a sword with sharpness and mending, some food and a shield. And I do have a stack of food. Now any loot we get from the chamber, I will be able to use to help us if we do need it. I do quickly just want to check behind here. There's a ominous bottle, all that could be good. And then there's some arrows and nothing else really that good. I am also going to set my spawn just in case I die. Now, one thing I do quickly want to mention, we have an update releasing sometime later, and that update does change this structure a lot more. We have listened to feedback, and a lot of feedback was saying that this structure wasn't unique enough. So we have made some changes to make it a little bit more unique. I'm not going to reveal what them changes are because I don't want to spoil it, but you should see it sometime in early July. So let's begin. This one right here is evokers. Oh, well, okay. Evokers are going to be really annoying because they spawn vexes, and that is Monster Hunter. Now it should spawn I think 2 or 3, but it should only spawn 1 at a time. And there we go, the other one has spawned. There is more vexes there. Let's kill that one. We have got 2 woodland keys, which they are not useful within this structure. Let's wait for it to spawn the final one, and I think it has just done it. The vexes I'll just leave to die, I think. There we go, we got rid of that final one, and it's dropped some golden carrots. They'll be useful as a better food source. I'm just going to leave the vexes, because the vexes do die after a certain amount of time. They, like, despawn. And I think I'm just going to let that happen. Yep, there we go. They are already starting to die, which is good. There are once again more evokers. I need to get rid of them before they spawn the vexes, I think. A lot of them are now dying. So I need to get rid of these before they spawn the vexes. And he managed to spawn some. So yeah, this structure is a lot harder. Now there's another one. Let's quickly just get rid of you. Is this evokers again? It is. Okay, so we've got 3 evokers. Let's get rid of that one. Let's also break these pots for anything decent. Now, we seem to be surviving pretty well, but we are taking more and more damage. Let's quickly just get rid of you. There we go. I think we got rid of that one before it spawned anything. And I just quickly want to... There we go. Let's try and get rid of you before you spawn anything. And I think we did. I don't think any was spawned. And that gave us 2 or 3 golden apples. That's pretty good. So now let's try and find another exit. Oh, I didn't see that trial key. Okay, we have a trial key. Now, the vaults currently don't have any loot table changes. The vaults are currently the same as the trial chamber loot, but that has been changed also in the next version. So there's no staircases at the bottom right here. Let's go up to the 2nd floor and see if there's any entrances off of this room. There's one right there, but that's a dead end. So are there any up here? Oops, that's a gap. Yes, it seems like there is one right here. So let's quickly just grab some blocks and build up to this one. Okay, so this is this room, which this room is kind of difficult. Let's also open this. What do we get from this? A diamond chest piece and some arrows. Fire protection, not that good. Now, what mob is inside of this room? As I think this is strays, skeletons, or bogged. And this is strays. Okay, this could be really difficult to fight because you'll see, they spawn with netherite armor. And also slowness he had. Oh yeah, that's because they're strays. Yeah, this is definitely a lot harder. Just because the netherite armor makes them a little bit more tankier. And then the enchantments they also have does make him a little bit harder to kill. And he has insane knockback. Okay, so he has punch. Is that all of them? Or no, that was all of them. Some more golden apples. I'm going to have them in my hotbar just in case. Now, the main reason I wanted to do this in the video is just so we could test how good the structure is. And it then also helps us balance how good the loot should be. And currently, it's not too difficult. We are managing to survive it quite well with the protection for diamond armor. It's annoying when they spawn with flame bows and punch bows. Yeah, he has a punch bow, which is really annoying because you go flying. I think that's now all of them for that spawner. It is, and that's another trial key. We'll take that and open up one of the vaults later on. Let's then also head up here to these final ones. Let's spawn both of these at the same time. I know that's probably going to be a bit dumb, but we are going for it. Okay, so we're getting into a bit of a pickle. So we got down to 4 hearts right there, but that's just because there were so many of them. That one just got sniped from you, I'm guessing. So is that now them all done? That's a trial key and that's some golden carrots. Now don't forget, this is just a normal run. There is then also the ominous version, which we might give a try in a second. So we've now done a few spawners with the basic version of this, and it doesn't seem that difficult. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try the trial omen version. So is that all of them? Please say no more spawn. More respawning? I must have messed up the config for this spawner. There definitely shouldn't be 6 that spawn from this one. While we have been fighting through this, I definitely do think that this structure needs to be changed. We've got a lot of changes planned and already implemented, but we're not going to release it until it's at a point where we're happy with. Now, I do also just want to clear up, a lot of people asked why we released it in the state we did, and that was intentional. The reason we done that was purely just because we wanted to hear feedback. We didn't want to write up a load of loot tables, and then you guys didn't like how easy or hard the structure was, meaning then we had to nerf all the mobs or buff the mobs depending on the feedback, and then the loot tables were either too good or too bad for the new version. So we thought we would release it how it is, get some feedback, and then we'll write the loot tables depending on the feedback. And I think the loot tables we have are pretty decent, although you will have to make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that video when I cover the changes. I think we're going to try and release it sometime early July. So let's now open up a few more of these. This one has some iron, an axe. I don't really want any of that, but I will pick it up anyway. What is on the axe? Efficiency 1. And let's now see, is there another one we can open? Yes, let's open this one as well. And what does that give? Some wind charges and some poison arrows, a shield. Nothing too good. So let's now head to the next room. And the next room we go into, we're going to activate the trial omen. So let's do this room. This room has a breeze spawner, and then it does also have 2 stray spawners, I think. So we're going to try and fight this one. Let's quickly just bounce our way up this wall. There we go. It has spawned the mobs. So let's just bounce a little bit higher. And it spawned the breezes. Okay, the breezes are kind of annoying. Let's just head up here to these strays. And you'll see that they are a lot harder to kill because they have a lot more health. And the effects that get thrown at you are a lot more difficult as well. I think the effects vary from like harming to slowness and then also the default ones. Now, where are these mobs gone? There's the breeze, which the breeze has already been spawned. Let's just head over here so I can activate this spawner. Kind of dumb, I think, activating multiple spawners, but we're going to do it anyway. We might have messed something up because these mobs definitely don't feel like they have 100 health. They seem to be dying with the same, although we now have weaving and we also have infested. We are getting bounced around like mad. Let's quickly just get rid of these silverfish. So yeah, this is definitely not as hard as it was when I was testing it, but I think that's because I probably tested it in iron armor. So I definitely do understand all the feedback you guys provided. I also want to hear what you guys think. If you guys have played around with this structure inside a survival mode, what changes would you make? First of all, to make it harder. And second of all, to make it unique from the trial chamber. So now I have poison as well as a load of silverfish chasing me, as well as the breeze throwing me up in the air. This is the difficulty I wanted, because there's so many things going on you don't know what to do. Just remember, it's meant to be an end game structure, so it's not meant to be something you beat with iron armor. It's meant to be something you beat with diamond, if not netherite. One thing I have just noted though, we are currently playing in normal difficulty. If we quickly just switch over to hard, which I have now done, this is going to be a lot harder, just because inside a hard mode, the mobs deal more damage, so these are gonna deal a lot more damage to me, and so will the Vindicators. So I guess it also depends on the difficulty, but we're gonna probably balance it for the normal difficulty. Yeah, okay, this is a lot more difficult now. I've basically just took all my health from standing there and being hit twice. So in hard difficulty, this is something that is an extreme challenge, and maybe a bit too difficult for what we planned. But anyway, I think I've got a rough idea, and I think you guys have got a rough idea of the vision for this structure. And we didn't meet that vision inside of the first update, which I didn't think we would. But anyway, that is where I'm going to end this video. Once again, run through it in survival mode and let me know what you guys think. The mod download will be in the description, and the full showcase of update 1 will also be linked in the description if you want to check that out. But if you do have any feedback for the structure, do let us know in the comments as well. And I guess I'll see you guys in another one. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.